Hello everyone, my name is Rainer Jewell and I'm a part of the members of Group 4, and what we'll be discussing is about countermeasures, computer-based control. Now you might be asking, unsa man yung countermeasures? Tape measure ba na? Unsa? Well, countermeasure is something used to counter something else, like an alternative nga mo sagang gani mo counter siya. So what this is this type of countermeasure is used for threats on computers. Systems range from physical controls and administrative procedures. So kani siya mo ni mo counter para sa mga computers against threats. Okay, moving on. Authorization. It is granting the right or privilege that enables a subject to have legitimate access to a system or a system's object. So kuning authorization kay mura gani siya og kanang muhatag nimo og kanang abilidad nga pwede ka maka-access ana. So that is the same with computers nga ng authorization. And now there are different forms of user authorizations on the sources of database. First is read authorization. The user with this privilege is allowed to only read the content of the data object. So meaning ana, pwede ra ka makabasa pero di ka makapahinglabot, dili ka pwede maka-edit, dili ka pwede unsa da type diha, igura ka mo basa. For your eyes only. Next is insert authorization. The user with this privilege is allowed only to insert new records or items into the data object. So as it says, insert, pwede ra ka mo insert ra mga data siguro niya, pwede ka input dihaglay na yung gusto mong ibutang na data nimo parang used for authorization, pero dili ka makapahinabot sa uban. Next is update authorization. Users with this privilege are allowed to modify content of attributes but are not authorized to delete the records. So kani siya, mas dako na siya pwede mahimo sa user. Pwede na siya maka-edit og text, pwede na siya maka-edit og mga words, maka-input, ana, pero dili siya maka-delete sa ansay tawag ani record o kanang unsay mga butang diha di siya maka-delete. Meaning di siya makapahinglabot ang mga important stuff niya, di siya maka-delete og pataka. Then the last is delete authorization. Users with this privilege are only allowed to delete a record but not anything else. So, ang kani siya, mo ni siya lahira po ni siya sa update authorization. Kani siyang delete authorization is, kanang user nga na-delete authorization is, pwede na siya maka-delete, pero delete ra yang pwede mabuhat. Dili na siya pwede maka-edit paglain.
5 responsibilities of DBA. First, account creation. Set up accounts for users and user groups. Number 2, security level and assignments. Assign users to various access levels. Kani siya kay mag-assign if kinsay maka-access sa mga important data and sa mga regular ones. So, number 3, privilege grant. Provide different privileges to users or groups. Allowing users na makabuhat og specific task like i-edit ba ang data or maka-view na sila. Number 4, privilege revocation. Revoke or deny previously granted privileges. Removing the access o permission na gihatag nila before. For example, katong sa privilege grant, di ba maka-allow man siya sa mga users na makabuhat og specific task like editing the data. If mobalhin gali siya lain na department baron, mawala na siya nga privilege. So number 5, account deletion. Remove user account and associated privileges. From the word itself, account deletion, i-delete ang account sa user if ever muhawa na siya sa usa ka company. View, virtual database relations. A view is like a custom table that shows only certain information and i-hide ang mga sensitive information. For example, ang DBA nag-create og view para makita ang mga names sa customers pero i-hide ilang full information and details.
So what is integrity? Integrity constraints are critical rules that help maintain the occurrence and the consistency of data within a rational database system. So Integrity constrains rules. So the first one is entity integrity. So these rules ensures that every record in a table can be unique identified. So the second is referential integrity. So this rule maintains the link between two tables that are connected through a foreign key. So the third is domain integrity. So domain integrity, these rules ensure that the data entered into a column falls within a valid range or set of values. It makes sure that the table, type, format, allowable values are connected. So lastly is the key constraints. So these key constraints are rules that apply to key in the database like primary key and foreign key to ensure uniqueness. So these rules keep your database reliable by making sure that the data is accurate, valid, and consistent across all tables.
Good day, everyone. I'm Morgandale L. Alcatrufas from Group 4. I'm going to report about backup and recovery. Backup: the process of periodically taking a copy of the database and log file onto an offline storage media. So, backup, mag-take og copy sa database o log file isud sa offline storage para in case mag-corrupt ang copy nimo, pwede ra nimo makuhabalik ang copy sa file. Database recovery: the process of restoring the database to a correct state in the event of a failure. So, by the use of this, if ever ma-corrupt or any failures of files, pwede ra ma-recover or ma-restore ang files. Next, journaling: the process of keeping and maintaining a log file of all changes made to the database to enable recovery to be undertaken effectively. So, every buhat nimong changes or any change sa imong data, dapat mag-log ka or mag-notes ka para if ever mo restore ka sa specific data, malocate ka nimo siya asa sa data. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Casey Nicole Bitanga, and I am going to tackle about the encryption. So, encryption is a method of protecting data by converting it into a format that only authorized users can read. So, this is achieved by using an algorithm and a unique key to transform readable data known as plain text into an unreadable format called ciphertext. So this process ensures that even if unauthorized individuals gain access to the data, they cannot understand or misuse it without the decryption key, so which is required to revert the ciphertext back into its original readable form. So I'm going to form an example for this figure down here. So imagine you want to send a message saying hello over the internet. If you send it without encryption, anyone intercepting the message could read it easily. So, however, by encrypting, the message hello is transformed into something like the percentage sign, the at sign, the and sign, and the number sign. So, which appears as gibberish to anyone. So, who doesn't have the decryption key? So, when the intended recipient receives the message and applies the correct key, the message is decoded back to hello, ensuring the communication remains secure. So this encryption process is critical for protecting sensitive information such as financial data, personal communications, and confidential business transactions from external threats.
What is authentication? Authentication is the process of checking whether the user is the one with the privilege for the access level. An example of this is using password with your account. And you can log in your account without the password. And the other one is 2FA, two-factor authentication. This will serve another security level of your account by sending code in your email or phone number. And any database access request will have the following three major components: requested operation. Requested operation, this is refers the action of being performed, such as select, insert, update, or delete. Requested object. Requested object is the database on which the operation is being performed, typically a table or a view. Requesting user. Requesting user, this identifies the user or role making the request, which is crucial for access control and auditing.
Good day, everyone. My name is Bral Anga, and I will be reporting about the network security model. Network security model is a seven-layer model that break down the task of securing network into seven manageable sections. It will make it easier to locate and fix issues when a network is attacked. So, particularly the network security model is the structure and layer of defense that used to protect network and data confidentiality. So next is open system interconnection model. This is used to for the last 25 years as framework to catch network and troubleshoot networking issues. No standard model that all network security professionals can follow to secure networks. In the OSI reference model, the communication between a computing system are split into seven different abstractions layer. So first is physical, next is data link, network, transport, session, presentation, and application. So that's all. Thank you.
Why do we need a network security model? I will structure this and our network security model will provide a simple and logical way to study, implement, and maintain network security for any network. In the past, network security books presented information in an organized way, leaving out important details. The NSM can be used to break down network security into seven layers for easy understanding, and it can also be used to ensure the important security details are not missed during network design and to create maintenance schedules for existing networks.
I will describe each layer of the NSM and how they work together to complete network security. So, number one is physical. Physical network refers to interconnected elements of an electric grid, such as actuators, sensors, controllers, and data acquisitions systems that transmit data between the physical layer and its digital twin using various technology. So number two is VLAN. VLAN identified on network switch by VLAN ID. So each port on a switch can have one or more VLAN IDs assigned to it and will land in a default VLAN if no other one is assigned. Each VLAN provides data link access to all hosts connected to switch and configure with its VLAN ID. So VLAN is mo provide dyan mo no bisag na one o default mo provide dyan mo by D. So the next is access control. Please ECL. And control is router consists of a table that stipulates which kind of traffic are allowed to access the system. So the router is placed between the incoming traffic and the rest of the network or a specific segment of the network such as demilitarized zone. So the next one is software na. So software define a wide range or software that stimulates the operation, design, monitoring, and implement on a computer. So the next one is user. Provide systematic framework or organizing and managing the flow of data man siya ang mo manage to flow the data. So to administrate the NCL must be network administration primarily consistent of but isn't limited to network monitoring, network management, and maintaining network quality and security network. Network monitoring is essential to monitor unusual traffic pattern and health of network. So the last is IT, so information technology. The field information technology, or in short of IT, IT. So it's often associated with the computer system, hardware or software, and networks related to processing and distribution of data. So that's all. Thank you.